Alright, so let me fix my HUD.
So all you need to do, we need something a point of reference. What's the point of reference here?
You mean this area?
Yeah, like where are we? Where are we?
Treetops.
Treetops.
Okay, so is there like a building or something that notates it, or is it just
There's
an
a...
open area?
No, there's a,
Right there. Right
yeah.
there is a ladder, and then you go up, and it's all that.
This treetops right here. See this?
Okay,
Yeah.
1 second. I'm gonna start live broadcast as well.
If I'm in your way, I'll move back away.
Let me see if I can set my tent here.
Okay. I don't know that we need the tent actually, unless you want to set it down.
No, I can set it elsewhere and deliver more messages.
Yeah, I think we'll just do a generic area, but these are the areas we would say this is where you can come to farm. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
So
that fucking promotional video sound like something you'd see on like a actual TV ad, you know, like a.
it looks even better now. Now that we're getting everybody's images in there. All right, so I'm going to highlight treetops. Give me a second. Okay, treetops. Yeah, I think the idea. Well, first the idea was originally because it's going to be part of Bethesda's with Chad, so they're actually going to play that at the PAX.
That's cool. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, and so we wanted to just put video to it. They're just going to play the recording, but we want to put video to it so we can put it up and maybe start recruiting some people again that are.
Yeah, especially since I'm just getting ready to kick some people. I've already reduced their status for a while, and then they'll be kicked soon from the Discord.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some in-game footage right here of the treetops. I can't hear you.
I didn't know if you wanted me to stand anywhere. I'm just kind of standing here.
Yeah, right now I'm just kind of giving this is treetops. Is there a particular area that has what we're looking for here?
McCarroll's called us down where he's at.
Oh, just now? So
Well, a
what's
little while
here?
ago.
What's here usually then?
Well, I just killed a honey beast, and
Yeah. So this has nothing necessarily
He
to do
said
with.
this is where. I guess maybe it's down. Which way is he? I
he
can't see anything, so my HUD is completely blacked out right now.
All right.
he
So
is
we'll travel. He's
northwest. I'm
okay.
going there right now. Oh,
Okay.
I'm seeing a tick, I think.
Don't kill it if you see it.
It's
Uh,
already dead, I think.
Okay.
I think McCarroll's already got to it. Oh, no, that's a honey beast head, sorry.
Okay.
He placed a marker down. Oh, here's.
literally, I'm running without any HUD, or
Yep. Okay. I see his marker. Yep.
Yep, he's got a marker down.
I'm just following you, Prey.
Yep, that's fine. That's from my ritual.
Careful. You have to be careful, because there is more tick right here.
Oh,
Don't
right.
kill it yet. Okay.
Watch out, Prey.
Oh, okay, yep.
You guys
Yeah,
watch
you're right.
out in the house. That's
Okay.
right.
So
That's right. All right.
now,
That's
yeah. No,
right.
wait a second. Don't initiate anything yet. So
Uh,
this
they're already
here
coming
is
out.
where
I
they
can
are.
hear them.
Okay. Yep. I see him. I see him. All right. So Scald, you just kind of. Oh, protect me. Protect me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
I
You're
had to
good.
kill it.
You're good. All right. They're inside. So Scald, you go ahead and first person only. First person.
they usually spawn in the outside too.
Okay, so you just all we need is just kind of killing some. Got the
No,
there's one at the back side of the trailer.
it's alright, there's a few.
Yeah,
Give me a second.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
it's always spawn 3 in the outside and more in the inside.
What is this place called, Mikuro?
By the way, there is no name on this place.
There's no name.
That's why I
Okay.
just, yeah,
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the map now.
yes, between Camp Venture and Sunday
It's
Brothers
straight
Cabin.
west of Big B's rest stop, and
Yeah,
Gonna be interesting, you know.
yeah, actually, yeah, that's good. Okay.
it's right off of the highway. It's right off of 65.
Treetops. Yep. Can I get everybody to squat real quick?
I've already filmed in there.
That's fine. I want to get the map, but I want to do it where we're not all showing up.
Oh,
Okay?
So everybody crouch.
Alright.
Yep. Perfect.
Oh shit. Wait. Alright.
All right. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. So give me a second. So we got treetops at the one end. All the filming.
Can we stand up now?
Not yet. And then we got Sugar Grove at the other end.
There is 2 near the Den and Sons construction in the south.
Okay.
This map. They are still check that if you want it, maybe.
All right. So you got your footage, Liz?
Wait, stop jumping.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So sorry.
No more jumping. Nobody jump.
Yep. Nobody jump. Yeah, that's good. Mhm. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, that was perfect. All we need to do is show it. Okay. All right. So that's scene one. Now, maybe one more location that we can farm.
Maybe the Moonshiner Shack?
Okay, so how many do you think they would average here? We had what?
It's
There
Quite a
was
few.
5. There was about 5 in there. Total.
it's
Maybe
always
about
spawn 3 in the outside this what is called? It's
okay.
yeah, this
Yeah,
den
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
And in the inside maybe 5.
How much does that produce typically? Tick blood or
I'm not looking for
antiseptic?
tick bug. I'm looking for antiseptic.
Antiseptic. Oh, I know.
It's
So they have to convert that to antiseptic, right?
yeah, but that's I don't antiseptic. Fallout 76. I don't know what else, I can't. I'm trying to remember what else makes antiseptic.
give me 1 second.
Um.
Yep.
Antiseptic. Yeah,
So
I forgot
Abraxo
something.
also makes antiseptic. Um.
The medical
What
place.
antiseptic?
Abraxo, the
What
cleaner, the Abraxo, that makes antiseptic.
Okay.
Um.
So you just need to think about what you want them to collect then.
I just antiseptic. I think that would be because tick blood takes a tick blood is a work. Like you just because you kill a tick
Okay.
doesn't mean you actually get
Gotcha.
tick blood.
Okay, so
It's
where
pretty
do you actually want
particular.
them to go then?
There is one more location if you're interested.
Fix my settings. I can't with like no HUD at all.
It's near you know the federal
Braxel cleaner, autopsy board game, industrial solvent, royal jelly, tick blood sac, toothpaste, turpentine, undamaged Braxel cleaner.
Hmm.
So that all makes
That all makes yeah. there's
Yeah,
different ways to
something.
make it. Yeah.
Okay, so basically for the quest, you just need to be able to show them this is one location or two locations you might be able to go to collect. Now they may just have it in their inventory, and that's fine. But for the purpose of the video, Luce, you'll need to.
Okay. Well then maybe I just say I want tick blood sacks.
Okay. I mean, remember you're not doing any of the work, so theoretically, if you can do something with tick blood sacks, you want them to collect 20 tick blood sacks or whatever.
I mean, yeah, you can collect the tick blood sacs. I'm eventually going to turn them into antiseptic. I mean, if you get a tick blood sac if you kill a tick. It doesn't matter whether or not
Right.
they suck
Okay.
on you.
So how many do you want them to collect?
It's only one sac per tick. So,
Okay.
I don't know, 20?
All right. So this is one location they can do
Right.
that. So where is another? Makuro, you know of another location?
Yes, but it's only 2 spawn. If is that okay?
Oh, 2 spawn.
Well,
So
what about the Moonshiner Shack? Because that's lower, and that's got usually... So between the Moonshiner
Yeah,
Shack and the lumber mill, there are ticks. There's like
yeah.
usually
but mm,
2 to 3 at the Moonshiner Shack, and usually like 3 to 4 at the lumber mill,
Mm-hmm.
side by side.
Okay.
so
So
I'll guarantee about this place. It always spawn 2 tick blood. I mean tick. What is that?
Blood
This is
tick
sacks,
tick.
tick
sacks
blood
or whatever.
sacks,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. If
Okay.
you want to, I can go there now maybe.
So it always spawns 2, and this one
Yeah.
always
Well,
spawns.
so doesn't I feel like having two
Okay.
different places like that are very different in appearance. That's why the forest is kind of nice because
Okay.
a lower level can do stuff at the forest.
All right. So your quest, you call the ball. Where do
All
you
right,
want
well
to go?
that's where we're going. We're gonna go over to the Moonshiner Shack and
Okay.
lumber mill.
We'll follow you.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to 76.
Okay,
Yep.
I probably should have done that. You guys could just go on me.
I did.
There are also spawn in the Gilman lumber,
Right,
like
that's what I was
showing.
saying. That
Yep.
between the 2 points, there's ticks between the lumber mill and the Moonshiner Shack because I've landed. You're not in the same
Oh,
area.
I see. Sorry.
All
There
right, so
we go.
there's two. So yeah, my point was is that there are two,
Different places.
but they're side by side, which makes it kind
Right.
of easy. All right, let me take my head down. All right, I'm gonna go down to the Moonshiner Shack.
Okay. I'll follow you. So basically,
Uh,
my camera is going to film just the outs,
Sure,
the
steps up, up.
surroundings, and yours is going to film the actual.
All right, are you?
Yep, right behind you.
Okay.
Oh, there's ticks. Yep. All right, now give me a second. I'm going to get into position to film the
There's
location.
gonna. You don't get too close because.
Yeah, all I'm doing is filming the buildings right now. So then you can go in and do your footage. Right now, I'm just getting footage.
Can just tell me when I can go in.
Yep. 1 second. So it's basically those 2 buildings, right? If I remember
Mm-hmm.
correctly. And 1 second, I'm going to get a map location.
Everybody crouch, I guess, would be
Yeah, everybody
ideal.
crouch. And okay, let me get a map. Alright, Moonshiner Shack. Alright, go ahead and get your footage loose if you can. Just if there's any in there to kill. You're in first
There are.
person, right?
Yep.
Okay. And do as much, yeah, exactly. As much RP walking as possible. We could have picked a whole lot better ways to make a community, that's for sure, than filming.
Yeah.
It's so time consuming. But you know what? It's fun. It's fun.
Don't use that shot where it explodes.
There you go. That's perfect. Yep. That's all we need. Is just you walking up and killing one. Okay. All right. So we have two basic locations, and now we'll just get a we'll set up a survival tent. I'll get some angles of you, and then we'll fill in the gaps with
Let me see what I can. Let's see if I can
talking
do
about what
this.
to do.
Let me see if I can do one right here behind with the thing behind me, where it looks normal. Let's see.
Steep ledge.
Hang on.
I mean, honestly, could have just done it at your camp, but I thought it would be cool to have the
Well,
new,
frankly, you could do it in my camp, but I could stand in front of the bloated tick sign.
wherever. It's your quest.
You tell me, like, well, it's my quest, but you're the one that has a better, like,
I think it'd be cool to have the new responders tent up, to be honest.
just trying to find like a good angle.
Any location, doesn't even matter where it is. Flat surface somewhere
I'm
in the
sorry,
middle
a
of
flat
nowhere is
surface
fine.
is like,
All right, let's get on
I
here.
got one down here.
Yeah, where's Bree? There we
I
go.
have no idea because
Okay,
I don't have a HUD up.
Bree's on one right there. This is perfect. Yep.
Okay,
All right, so you go ahead and just stand up there.
take
I'm
off
gonna
my
get my.
backpack. Hang on.
Yep.
Crouch down, out of the
Yep.
way.
Okay.
Backpack.
Okay. So turn on your light real quick. I just want to see what it looks like when you turn it on. Never mind.
Alright.
Turn it off.
The sun is
Uh,
coming up. If you wait just a half second, the sun is coming up.
Yeah, I can also. I mean, I'm just turning up the brightness. We'll just wait a second for the sun to come up. And the beauty of this one editor I have, I can just hit one button and it makes everything crystal clear. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna start filming now.
Oh, you know what? Do you want me to open? I can also do the Pip-Boy pose too.
Well, right now it's just gonna be you talking,
I
okay?
know, but I'm just saying, like, if you want an additional pose, I can actually pose her so she
Right.
looks like she's
So
looking at her Pip-Boy.
we'll start right now with you just talking.
Alright, it's me talking.
So I just need to get a few angles. All the talking, so kind of just mimic what you might say. So blah 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 blah.
I need Tic Sacs. Gimme. 20.
Give me.
I'll pay you.
Crypto, bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Gimme.
is it? I'm the head in charge. HBIC. Yeah.
What? Yeah, I'm the head. I'm the head B.
HBIC.
I'm the head B. Yep. Gimme.
All right.
All the
So
tick blood sacks because I need them because
angle
stim
one.
packs are ridiculous to craft at times, and I need to
All right.
make
This is gonna
diffusers,
be.
and I need to make super stims, and I need to do walkabouts where I give out stim packs. So give
Okay.
me. We're talking, and because Pre's always dying, so I gotta give him stim packs. Just kidding.
All.
That's in bag.
If I didn't run into shit and start trying to kill things and I didn't die,
That's right.
then there'd be no
That's
need
right.
for a fire breather.
I mean, fire breathers need the stim packs because they are
Exactly.
Run our happy
first in
asses to
line of
places we
duty.
shouldn't.
That's right. Okay. Another shot.
All the
All the angles.
all the angles as it gets brighter and brighter.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Okay. Got great angle of the tent.
Do you want me to
Oh, what's this?
do an
I don't
angle with
know.
the Pip-Boy or no?
Oh, it's thick.
We'll
It's
do that in a
sticky.
second. Right now I'm just getting all the different
Yep.
the 9 herbs and spices of camera angles.
Yeah.
caveman. Oh,
Okay, one
no.
second. We're almost done.
Yep. This is a closed set.
Well,
There we go. All
Cave's
right.
with us,
Well,
yeah. You're
Yeah.
fine,
yeah,
you're
weird.
fine.
You're good.
Well, nothing was loaded in. I just turned around and walked forward,
No.
and next thing I know, I'm like right in your face. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah, you're good. We were just filming stuff for another requisition. You're good. You are good.
My bad.
No, you're fine.
No,
You're
you're
totally
perfectly
fine.
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
You're not in any of my shots.
yeah.
I got your image too. Thank you, Cave. One left
Hey,
down to go, and we're good.
sweet.
All right, hang there, Scald. 1 second. All right, this is the up angle.
Make sure I don't have anything hanging out of my nose.
Yep, you're good.
Thanks.
Total crotch shot.
Well, you know.
Well, you know.
Hmm You never know what's gonna work. That's the whole
Well,
thing,
you
right?
know, it's a giant.
Yeah.
What is Warlord call it? He calls it my giant onesie in the RP.
Yep.
He calls it my
Yep.
onesie. No, he's not. It's Chad that calls it my onesie. That's
Yeah,
right.
Chad.
Chad calls it my onesie.
Okay, 1 second. All the footage.
Ooh.
All right, 1 second. We're gonna do a.
So, Cave, you didn't know that was us on the Chad podcast?
It took me a minute to, like, when I first listened to it, before I
Yep.
got in the
Yeah.
responders, I didn't have any idea. But whenever I was listening to it today, whenever I was on the road in Florida, I was like, hold up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so he voices, obviously, the commander. I do Corey. I also do Old Lady Simpson. I don't know how far you are in this series, but I also do
I've
the
already
Old
listened
Lady.
to the entire series 3 times.
Yeah, so I do Old Lady
It's
Simpsons,
awesome.
and then Hawkins does, the guy you met last night, Hawkins does Hawkins.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's us.
That was kind of funny, him creeping that lady out. Now, who did the camp counselor with the ukulele?
That's, okay, the character is Brian. That is, who does that? I'd have to go into the, let me see. That's none of ours. It's somebody that he's gotten
There's
out.
so many people in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Let me see if Brian is on the,
So the guy that did the
that's
Brian.
Mark plays Brian.
Mark.
Oh,
A
I don't
Houseworth,
think I've
yeah.
met him yet.
Osborne.
No, he's not. He's not a
Yep.
5-0. So the
Yeah.
cast comes from
A variety
PC, Xbox, PlayStation. They come from all over.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I know Kenneth and Luther. Not
Mhm.
Luther. Is that
Yeah.
Luther?
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alex.
Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know they're all on PC.
Right. But like the girl who does, the lady who does Susie and Ella, she's PlayStation. She's actually part of
She's
the
the
Vultures.
Free States.
Not Vultures.
Or
Free
no,
Straits. Free Straits.
Free
Right.
States. Yeah. Jessica.
Yeah. Who
Oh
we
wow,
interact with. Yeah.
I'll have to meet her one day. And who does Amada?
That's somebody named Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Does
then
he?
Almost.
y'all know who does the Jake too? Or
Yes.
General Penis?
That's Paul. He is.
Yeah.
I think he's PC too. The other
Yeah, he
Jessica.
is.
So Jessica does another Jessica. That's a Vulture Jessica. Does Patsy and Marianne, and then another Free States member that we interact with. She does the Overseer. Um, like I said, it's all over. Like he's pulled talent from
Yeah.
all three systems.
Oh yeah, that's really nice too. It's awesome.
Okay, and then last shot is going to be a wide of the camp.
And then I'm gonna have you do a couple with me with the Pip-Boy out because it just makes sense to.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
We talk about so much about syncing Pip-Boys to like place markers on a map. So in the game we do.
Alright.
And you know what's crazy? When I first logged in to go take the picture,
Mhm.
I literally could not see any of y'all over here.
Huh.
None of y'all's little dots were popping up at all.
Oh, it's because we were crouched.
Probably
Yeah.
crouched. Yeah, we were crouched.
That's
I was like, because I was looking all over, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna fast travel to them.
Right. When you crouch, your dot doesn't show up on the map.
Yeah, that's the best way to keep out of sight.
Yeah.
How are you doing on 556, Cave? You need some?
I've got
Let
like
me look.
6,000 on me, so I can drop some.
Uh, of course, I'm
It's
crouched and I can't see. I've got
Here's some.
4,000.
Here's some right here for you. Here's about
Okay.
3 more thousand for you.
Oh, nice. Appreciate it. There it is. Now, these 40
All
millimeter
right.
grenades are freaking heavy. I know that.
Yeah, they are.
Give them to Gino and he'll take them.
Well, y'all said
This.
bringing the big guns last night, and I brought
Mhm.
them.
That was
I
fun. That
brought it.
was fun last night. We debriefed a little bit
How long did y'all
afterwards.
end up staying?
I think we wrapped up at like it was like midnight or a little after midnight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's my time. But it was fun. There was a point where Isaac and Barnett kind of went off together, and so I was like, "Well, chat. Do we crash the party? Do we?" Because they have a whole like on again, off again like romantic storyline kind of thing that they've agreed to do for entertainment
Mhm.
purposes only. Um, and so I was like,
Yeah,
"Chat. Do we crash?"
yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we the chat was like, "Yeah, go crash them." I was like, "All right." So Grace was a little shit, and she went and she made herself obnoxious.
That's funny. Yeah.
All right.
Y'all are on Eastern time, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that'd have been. If y'all got done at midnight, that's 11 my time.
Yeah, it's rough. I
Um.
try not to do it past midnight, but we were still wrapping things up, so
You went
Well,
home,
you,
did you, Pip Boy?
yeah, that's it.
so you probably had school today, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Sure, I did. There you go.
All right.
Um. Yeah.
I just
My
think it's
little
kind of a
girl,
cool
she
angle.
was she was doing everything she could to stay awake, and as soon as I got her in bed, she clocked out,
Yep.
which
How
I
old
didn't
is she?
realize it was. She'll be 4 in March,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
so I
our
didn't
youngest
realize it
is
was 10
5.
o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Not to get off subject, but is it safe to assume that for Camden Park, you're going to be wearing the medical officer outfit, Scald?
I gotta make it. I need to like figure out how to make a medical officer outfit.
I run around in this hunter's long coat. I cannot tell you.
Oh my god, it's wool. It's wool. It's
Oh,
like
it's gonna
real
be
wool. He's
brutal.
gonna be so miserable.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what?
I gotta
It's
sew
gonna be
some
awesome.
buttons onto it.
Well, if it's if it's not too hot, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be brutal if it's hot. I mean, it literally is like just a giant
Wool coat.
sack of wool.
It's like
Yeah,
Well,
just
I gotta
designed.
wear a fucking
Yeah.
gas mask and a helmet and a I
yeah,
mean,
that's
we're in the
awesome.
same boat, brother.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
I feel like if I go to like a supply shop and just get like a pair of dark blue Dickies, I should be able
Yeah, I would
Oh
think
to
so.
yeah,
Yep.
to
yeah,
make
yeah. It
this.
should be pretty easy to do
I
this.
mean, it's dark blue. I can sew some stripes on. I can make the
Yeah, you just need
patches.
that
And the
medical
patch.
patch.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
Yep.
need a patch. I need a responder
and
patch
then
too.
right. I mean, that's pretty easy to make because it's just the
My
Kajakas.
stepdaughter's an artist, so she can probably draw it for me.
Yeah,
There
and
you
then I
go.
gotta write paramedic on the back, and not to be confused with actual paramedic. I feel
I'm
like I
just
should
not
put a
sure how I'm gonna do
disclaimer.
this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this coat though. This fire breather jacket, or
Yeah, that's gonna be a
You
tough
know
one.
what would
I'm
be
not.
good is if you, because it's quilted. All right, that's probably good. So it's quilted.
Yeah.
You could do let me see.
I wonder. You know what
You could
though?
do like pleather, and then just do stitching on
Let me.
pleather. Let me see.
I guarantee you, there's. Wait a second. Let me see something.
Because it looks to me it looks like leather.
It is. That's why I'm saying you can go to like Joann's and buy like pleather. That's what I would use to create other leather pieces because you just stitch it
Yeah,
to create the
we got a
patching.
couple big craft shops.
Mhm.
Instead, you
Yeah.
know that.
Those are essentially hunter boots that you got on. You just paint them red at the
Yeah,
top
the
and you're good
boots
to
will
go.
no problem. And then the backpack, I'm just gonna get a big piece of foam and
Styrofoam.
just
Yes, I do styrofoam and
and
shape it.
sculpt it and paint it myself
Yep.
and
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So somebody here that is actually. Let me send you this.
Is this from the website? Or
I don't know what they've. Let's see. It looks like they basically just did like a black uniform, and they Here, let me snapshot that.
I mean, you could almost take like a coat,
I
like a
got
Yeah,
one picture of a dude who did it for
it might be the
for
same one.
someplace.
like a black. I'm sorry, Cave. I keep staring at your
He's
uniform to look
holding
at it.
the laser. He's holding
Yeah,
the
go ahead. I
plasma
don't care.
rifle.
Don't bother me.
Yep, I think it's the same one. I'll send it
Yeah.
to you
Yeah,
just in
yeah,
case, but
because you
you
could
probably
do
have it.
like
It's
a
a pretty
pea
good
coat.
job.
Yep, I guarantee it's the same one. So basically, he did like a black coat with like red. He just
Yeah, yeah,
dropped
yeah.
red over top of it.
One that goes over your butt. A coat that has to go over your butt, though. Split in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just do the red.
Yeah, it'd be like
You could almost do
that look close.
red material, like red fabric, hot glued onto it. You don't have to like even go stitching. You can just hot glue red fabric on top, like the red stripes.
Yeah, it would have to be just.
Yep,
I don't
that's the
think
same guy
anybody's.
I got too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured.
Yep. Did you see the one that he was the mole miner? The guy that's the mole miner?
Right, right.
That's a good one
Yep.
too.
Just so you know what we're talking about, Cave. I don't know if you've seen like there's a meetup in September at the actual Camden Park, and it's kind of been arranged by the HOA on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and so a couple of us are going to be going. It's not terribly far for Ray and I. I mean, it's like 280 miles. So it's just like a 3.5 hour
About
drive,
1,000
but
miles from me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Bree
It's about
Bree's got a drive
Love
too.
y'all, but
Yeah, yeah. I think
like 700
I
for
think,
us or something like
but
that.
Great.
Pio
More than
wins.
that.
I think Pio wins. She's coming from like, where's she coming from?
Well, they're
Mid,
close, right? I thought. Oh
no,
no,
Pio.
yeah,
No, Pio.
she's way
She's what
out
is she?
Midwest.
Michigan, Minnesota.
I'm in
No,
no, we're in
yeah,
Michigan.
You're
Bree's in
Michigan.
Michigan.
She's. I think
Tevin,
she's
Tevin and
mid.
I are in Michigan.
I think she's in Minnesota,
Gino.
and she's. I
Yeah.
think she's trying to come.
Oh,
yeah,
from
I'm in the
Minnesota?
Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's away.
Yeah,
That's
Gulf
away
Coast,
from.
though, yeah.
And then Isaac, I think, is going. He's in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Teb is actually hiking the frickin' Appalachian Trail, and he's starting earlier so that he can get off the trail earlier to make it in time.
Is he really? I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
he's doing a complete through hike. I told him he was crazy.
He's not
That's-
hiked the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah, he's doing a through hike, so that's a 2,900 mile hike.
Holy shit!
I make my students read about the Appalachian Trail. We do a walk in the woods, and
Lord.
I make them read it. And I was like,
We
you guys don't
watched
even
a
understand.
movie a year ago about I forgot who it was. A couple dudes hiked the Appalachian Trail.
That's a walk in the woods. It's based off of a true story. But yeah,
Did you turn off your broadcast?
no, not yet.
Yeah, turn it off so I don't have to sort
Oh,
through
sorry. How do I?
thousands of
Oh,
hours of.
sorry.
Yep.
I totally forgot I was streaming.